All right, leaving the house today, and the neighbor is making some lechon baboy. So,
This?
Roasted.
Oh, what? Ew.
but I thought I'd take you and show you what it's like leaving our new condo. So I'm driving with one hand. You got to forgive me.
Oh, that pig.
And it's a little tighter than you're accustomed to if you come from the U.S.
Oh man.
What?
Oh my goodness, those dogs.
Oh, we got some
Honk
dogs.
them, honk
Some
them,
dogs.
Daddy.
Oh, they're just playing.
What are they doing?
Male to male.
They're just
dog.
playing. I'm pretty sure they're just playing.
Just honk
All
them.
right, sorry about the...
You-
Once I'm going straight, I'm all right.
that-
All right, these dogs don't care. They're just going to get ran over.
Okay.
I'm going as slow as I can.
I know.
I didn't hear anything yelp, so... Well, that's our apartment right there. And I'm going to let this guy go. Oh, he's going the other way. Yep, the guy. And this is how we go into town, right? Any other direction, I'm not sure where it goes. It kind of turns into dirt roads. A little tighter than what you're accustomed to. And when there's another car coming, it can be a problem. Someone will have to back up. There's not always room to move over. I met this guy. This is one of my German neighbors, and there's a couple other houses back in there being built by Germans as well. So it's like a German area. But you have to be comfortable driving narrow roads. We love the house. Normally I wouldn't want to be, but it's only a short distance, right? That it's this tight. And every once in a while, another car comes and you just have to deal with it.
Wow, they have. Look at that. They have a house and then a cow and a cow. And a nice house.
But how can you not be in love with this, right? This is like, look at the nature. I mean, the houses are just cut into the nature. And this is beautiful for me. The temperature's perfect. The cost of living is low for, an expat or foreigner, whatever you want to call it. As long as you have some savings or a U.S. income. I love the architecture. I love how they mix the indoor with the outdoor. Everything's slow here. You're gonna do like the main road, which I'd kind of consider like the highway. Not really a highway, but it is the main road that connects Valencia and Dumaguete. The maximum speed limit's 40 kilometers an hour, and nobody does that. Maybe at night when there's no one around, but
We're also surrounded. We also have the waterfalls here in Springs.
yeah. It's hard to get over 20, 25 kilometers an hour, and many times you're doing 5 or 10, right? Like you'll get behind a lot of these trikes, which is how a lot of people get around. They won't take it out of first gear, right? Because their sidecars here are massive. You'll see 8 people on a trike here. It's not uncommon. They've got like a 4-seater connected sidecar, but then it wraps around the back of the motorcycle, and they'll put 2 more there, and then they'll have 2 children in their laps or something. But yeah, you just see all the animals chilling. The dogs sometimes run in packs, but they're friendly. they're friendly little dog packs.
Some 2 rice today. 1.5 rice.
So we're getting unpacked, and in another day or 2 I'll have access to my GoPro and Insta360, so I won't be struggling to hold this camera and drive at the same time, and hopefully we'll have some better quality video. And we already went into town once this morning, and I forgot my wallet, so we had to drive back. And see the kid on the front right there? I don't know if you caught that. Check it out. You see that all day. You'll see, and I've talked about it again and again, but it never ceases to amaze me. But that is life, you know. They're working with what they were given. They'll put children on their scooters and newborns. You'll see a mother carrying an infant. If you have no other options, I get it. So this weekend we're going to be going back to Cebu, so taking the ferry again, and we're going to celebrate Ushi's birthday party there with family.
You mean B-Day or something?
I mean what?
Birthday party.
Birthday party.
B-Day.
B-Day, yeah, whatever.
It's a shortcut.
Okay.
So she's first birthday.
And I love, you know, growing up I was into hot rods, and that culture here extends to scooters and motorcycles. You know, a lot of these guys fix up these scooters and motorcycles, and I love it, right? I love seeing all the modifications they do. I want to get, like, I mean, I have to admit, I think it's cool. There's versions of scooters I absolutely want now. They have two. When I was here before, many years ago, I had a Raider, and that was like the high-end Suzuki 6-speed 4-stroke, but super fast. And they have the Sniper, but today my taste has changed a little bit, although I can still appreciate those. I like the more the cruiser types, if you will, like the ADVs and the Aeroxes and the N-Maxes and X-Maxes. But I picked up an ADV 160 in the matte white, and looking forward to touring the island and hopefully islands. So looking forward to bringing you guys some vlogs of this beautiful island that is Negros Oriental. Well, it's interesting. It's like cut right down the middle. Like half the island is considered Negros Oriental, and the other half is Negros Occidental. So you have to forgive my accent. I'm still figuring it all out. I don't know if it's Occidental. It's Occidental.
Because it sounds accidental.
Right. Yeah.
Occidental. If you're gonna do it the local way. Negros Occidental.
But they'll buy these scooters and they'll change out the rims, and they'll they'll change out the exhaust, and they'll just tweak the crap out of it. And I've seen a 150cc win a 1000cc motorcycle race, right? I don't know how that's even possible, but I did share it on my timeline and my Facebook timeline. So it's funny because in the US, like this would be frustrating, but once you adjust, and you're just used to being behind people and going slow, and this is like a roomy road, right? I feel like I can breathe here, and this, everything just moves slower here. But they chill, yeah. You just adjust to it, and you chill too. All right. maybe puts a baby in it looking backwards. You could. I mean, I have no idea. I've seen crazier things than a baby sitting on the back of a scooter looking backwards.
Yeah.
I will say this about the food, if I haven't talked about it yet, is I have not eaten a restaurant yet that I have not thoroughly enjoyed. Like,
Fresh cooked.
yeah, it's all fresh. Like, they can't go wrong here. I have not had a meal here, and I think the average cost of a meal for me is, if I'm averaging the nicer restaurants with the lower restaurants, what do you think? Like, a lot of our meals are like $160, but some of them go up to like $400.
Yeah.
So
We go to the high end one.
like $7.50 on the high side, and like $6 or yeah, $6 on the $3 on the low side. What am I thinking? Yeah. So like $3 to $7.50, right? Probably average about $5 a meal. If we have breakfast at the house, I try to keep my budget about $30 a day for meals, for eating out for the family, for the three of us. And that is super easy when we eat at home, right? Like, if you know, we have coffee at home and plenty of breakfast fixings, if you will, and we can pretty much splurge for lunch and dinner at that point. And the other night we went to a restaurant called Casablanca, which is one of the nicer restaurants here in town, as I'm told. And I have to say, it had the best pasta bolognese I remember having since Italy. Like, I mean, really top notch. As I understand, it's owned by an Austrian chef, and he owns a culinary school in Europe, and it was amazing. And I think I paid I don't know, maybe $8 for that meal. So that was a high-end restaurant. But if you come here and eat fast food all day long, like Jollibee, I mean, you can really eat for $1.50 a day. It's probably not the healthiest thing, but it is delicious. You know, I could do it. Probably wouldn't have the best body in a year. And now we're coming into, well, we're in Dumaguete. We've been in Dumaguete for a while, but we're coming up to Robinson's, and this is really the only mall. This is the biggest mall on the island, and this is a big island. If you're not familiar, it is a huge island. I don't know. It'd probably take, I have no idea, a day to drive around. Maybe you can't do it in a day. But this is the main mall, and it's nothing like malls in Cebu. If you go in a mall in Cebu or in Manila, they're packed. And in here, there's just, it's scattered sparsely with people. Like, you can walk around comfortably. There's space isn't an issue. And you'll notice the easiest way to cross the street is just cock block someone, right? Like, they just pull in front of you. You got to be ready for that. But on this, at the same time, you have to adopt that too, right? Like, you'll never get somewhere if you don't. They just make sure they're far enough ahead where you can stop, and they pull out in front of you. You know, in the U.S., this would be road rage central, but it's totally the norm here. If you can just block someone, like this guy, he's getting ready to block me. It gets a little crazy. It's like, who's craziest? Okay, I'll be crazier. I don't care. We're sitting here not thinking very well about it. All right, judge me if you have to on that one, but I was waiting for him to go and he wouldn't. And we're riding down along the side of the mall. We're going to circle to the back where they have ample parking. And unlike Cebu, we've been in malls in Cebu where It literally took an hour to get out of the parking garage. From the moment we got in our car, we waited in line an hour trying to get out. Every spot full, just no parking. Where here you can just pull right in. There's like floors free, right? They have floors that aren't even open because they wouldn't be used. So we'll go here. We'll go right up to a parking spot, no issue. So I like that about Dumaguete. It's not crowded.
Robinson's?
We're gonna go in and have lunch.
Oh, great, because I'm going to record.
Here's one of those Raptors. This is a little bit older one, but Ranger Raptors are a thing. And the newer ones are absolutely sick, and I want one. But I'm happy for now with my my Nissan Navara.
I don't like it though. I don't really like it.
I drove it and fell in love with it.
What?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
All right. And this is fuller than normal, but still ample parking, right? I just went up one level. There's still more levels, but this is like my spot. I either park right there, or up. Someone took my spot today right there. I like that one as well.
Where are you going to park?
And I'm gonna park and go in, and I'm gonna end right here. Till next time.